He's got a one-stop shop, 100% vengeance.
He's got a monopoly on vengeance.
That's exactly what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's got it again. Magnetron.
All
right, everybody, we're here.
Appliances, roll out.
Everybody,
fridge, stove, KitchenAid mixer,
toaster oven. No one knows what to use you for.
What the hell do you? Yeah, the toaster oven.
Yeah,
it's so small. You can like reheat like one piece of pizza in it, or you can't really cook stuff.
What do you mean? What's that? How big should you have a toaster oven?
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's.
I mean, I got a table. I got a countertop one that can fit. I mean, that's a personal pizza at least.
Man, yeah, but I mean, it's a single man's appliance. It's not a family appliance.
If you've got one, you don't have a family.
That's exactly right. And you have burnt food.
They're checking you out at the Home Depot. No family, huh?
Mine.
So you got the toaster oven,
and mine has pre-segregation bus settings. Yes. So it's just darkest. Just a little toasty, just a little crispy.
Oh God! Don't turn it to the watermelon setting. It's gonna get real bad. Real bad.
Why is there a noose around my breath? What the? Oh shit! I put it all the way. I put it to the top setting.
That's it.
And then just the last setting, just not in this neighborhood.
Click. You're just here. Allison's here.
What era was this toaster made in?
Yeah, that's hard to tell.
These pre-60s toaster ovens are not very. They're not very politically correct.
I mean, they're made out of metal from before the war, so
most of them are the spent gun shells.
Yeah, you could get the serial numbers off of some of those things. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, it's not the ones. It's only half of them. You can see the cut lines.
Mm-hmm.
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 Let's start this.
Yeah, we might as well start.
Show.
I don't have anything to say. I've got nothing interesting, even though I went.
I was going to say, I
got no stories.
You got nothing. You need content.
I know. I keep, part of me wants to just go randomly run up and slap somebody in the face just to
do something,
just to invoke it, like like Jackass. I guess that's what they did.
Well, yeah, but
they're the originals.
I mean, you don't have to hit anybody, but
yes, I do
something.
They all deserve it. Every one of them fucking deserves it.
Just pretend that everybody has something weird on their head.
Oh man, that would be good.
And then
look at them appalled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
we go.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then wait.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind?
That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude.
Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
And here we are again.
We've finally been automated. It's just AI.
It's finally happened. They didn't even give us the good voices. They gave us the free voices. They didn't even give us one of the ones you got to pay $126 for. It's always some weird denomination of change too.
That's right. It is
every single time.
Well, they figure if they upcharge you a couple cents and everybody pays for that, it's like a whole extra like $1,000 every
month.
Yeah.
You just get like
they're doing the math.
0.001 cents every time you do a transaction.
That's why they're the robots.
That's right.
They're the AI.
This is why they're doing.
Their intelligence might be artificial, but it's better than yours.
God
better
damn
than mine.
If that ain't right. And that's it. Because Silicon Valley is coming for us.
Mm-hmm.
That valley,
uncanny valley.
That valley's just turned into a gaping valley.
It's just
the whole
empty space.
World is just
tall part over here, tall part over there.
Yep,
but a lot of nothing in between.
That's exactly
Death
right.
Valley,
nothing but porn.
That's all porn.
Lots
down
of porn
in
the valley. That's true. That is a true
It
statement.
can handle a lot of heat too.
They can.
It's all made of silicone.
Oh well, that's good too. I thought you meant the police, but
Is there?
the
Yeah,
police,
that's. Oh yeah, the police, the heat, the fuzz,
yeah.
the popo. That AI is getting real good these days. No, no. I got something to say. Have you been?
Oh,
I've been
God.
sending you like these SpongeBob
Oh
songs
man,
where they're AI programming like Plankton and Patrick and shit.
I'm all about this.
Oh, it's great. They
That-
sound so good.
Who sent us that Family Feud? Was that Brad B-Rad sent us that?
Yes.
Oh my God, that
that guy's shit is fucking crazy.
when that first started, I was like, this is gonna be great. And then at a certain point, I started getting scared, and I was
Mhm.
looking at him like, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable.
Mhm.
A lot like the whole like reason I avoided Ren and Stimpy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting real uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I can handle it with SpongeBob characters.
Mhm.
At least I haven't seen anything that I can't handle with SpongeBob characters.
Is there a whole subset of people who do weird fucked up shit with the SpongeBob?
Not
like
many people. Not
Okay.
many. There's
so it's not its forward facing version because SpongeBob is still this innocent wacky thing.
yeah.
Whereas Ren and Stimpy, that is fucked up.
Right.
It's not advertised as anything innocent or normal. So
right.
anyways, I think maybe that's why you're
Yeah,
uncomfortable with it.
whatever it was, it started to drift there.
Okay.
And then I was like, no, focus on Steve. And Steve was fine.
He'll
He's
get
just,
you through this.
and Steve got me through. Stephen Harvey, he helped me all the way through the process of watching this video. But at the end, I was like,
Mhm.
I get it. It's good.
It was a
It's-
really good analogy.
Yeah, I'm
If you're
in.
curious about what we're talking about, go look up on YouTube this content creator called Meat Canyon,
Yeah,
and just look up Meat Canyon Family Feud.
there you go.
You'll see it. This guy has a whole bunch of other stuff. He likes to do a satire on like popular culture stuff and really deeply fucked up versions.
Sure,
of
right.
stuff.
Well, yeah.
It's
yeah.
weird, man. It's just it's
It's-
strange.
it's
I love
weird.
shit like that though.
Sure.
It just entertains the hell out of me because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's so wrong and disturbing.
Right. And
That's where my brain goes all the time
that's
when I
what you
watch
want.
stuff. And
Yeah,
I think
all
about
every
stuff.
day, every day. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like I've said 1,001 times. My brain knows everything that you're not supposed to say.
Yeah, just like that.
But I'm really having a hard time getting out the right stuff because there's so much wrong in the way,
There's
and some
nothing.
wrong it's bound to just get pushed out.
This whole show is a representation of saying the wrong things.
You know what? This is improv and a potential liable lawsuit
It's kind of It's like when the
all at one.
It's like when they would have when people work their material and get the tomatoes thrown at them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. The rotten produce.
Mhm.
That was a rough club, but
Man, that's got to be a really fucked up place to be in as a human being and an audience member where you intentionally bring rotten fruit to throw at people who are trying to express themselves
some
and
stinky
have
seats.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, what is so deeply wrong in your life? Like, your dad just wouldn't stop hitting you every.
Right. Yeah. That's, I mean, whatever it was, they're just like this tomato. The whole time they're just looking at it. They're just like this is
Their
going
own reflection in there.
right towards whatever fucking asshole decides that he's going to get there and try his fucking new fangled jokes from the city. City boy, huh?
Pretty boy, city boy, huh?
The question is, would you rather clean up a porn theater or after one of those open market? Produce fights.
Here's the thing: it would be unpleasant in two different ways.
Yeah.
The rotten produce would smell fucking god awful, but
And-
it wouldn't impart diseases into you.
Yeah, Ken. What are you talking
The rotten
about?
produce?
All the shit that it would attract.
I'm telling. Cucumbers, rotten cucumbers, and
Yeah.
tomatoes don't have AIDS.
What yet?
Not until I get
Elon
a
Musk
hold of
is
them.
working on it.
AIDS tomatoes. This is what he's doing with all your money.
Yeah, we
all
got.
these fucking Teslas out here.
Yeah, man,
Oh
everywhere.
my god, I can
Yeah.
easily go on a rant about that.
More and
Everybody's got a fucking Tesla. It's like
course they
some
do.
status symbol thing. We're like, oh, aren't I so rich or smart or aren't I so environmentally conscious?
Right.
If you're so environmentally conscious, you wouldn't give money to a guy who blows up rocket fuel into the air.
Yeah.
Not that that's like hurting our atmosphere that much more, but he's literally burning the money away.
Yeah.
And then he has the audacity to say shit like, I could solve world hunger in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
5 minutes. If you just get rid of he's like, stop being a personality. Shut the fuck
That's
up.
right.
Get back behind the desk. We
Get to
would
work.
all hate you a lot less.
That's
if you
right.
would just shut the fuck up.
Which way are you going here?
Why is that guy like a folk hero to people? Like, why is he's not a rags to riches, he's a riches to billions.
Yeah.
He's a fucking, oh my God, he's a fucking idiot.
Just wait till I win the Powerball. I'm gonna be just like him. I'm
Oh,
gonna be.
man.
I'm gonna be
You're
waiting.
gonna vote red,
be like,
and you can
oh,
get the
you know
fucking
what?
taxes up.
You know what? I want Trump 2030. I want him.
2030.
I'm bringing him back for
There
like
are
a home
people-
run lap.
People are not giving up on that.
No, they aren't.
No,
No, and neither is he.
no, he's still on. He's
Yeah.
still on. It's a cult of personality.
of course it is.
I went down to Ocean City over this weekend.
Yeah.
I saw Trump flags flying.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Some fucking dickbag on the beach had a like American flag and a Trump flag.
There you go.
He was real far away, but I was like,
yeah.
"What is your deal?"
It wasn't the guy walking the beach, was it?
No,
Oh, so there was this guy. We were down there one year when there was a hurricane, and there was a guy with a Trump flag and an American flag walking up and down the beach after they told everybody that they had to evacuate. Trump told me I could stay.
let me demonstrate the wisdom of a Trump supporter. Ah, yeah. I'm believing this climate change bullshit.
It doesn't exist.
You
'cause
can't
Trump
fearmonger
said
me.
so. That's right. It's yeah. I believe it. It's everywhere. And he's that unsinkable ship, I think, for people. But I mean, all we got to do is lock him up because you dry dock a ship. It doesn't matter whether you could sink it or not.
Yeah, you can't run from prison.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I'm pretty sure if he does get convicted, I don't think he's allowed to ever run again.
No, exactly. And that's why, like, when he got didn't he get didn't he get impeached? Like formally, but he never actually got removed from office.
Yeah,
Something
it's
like that. I
it's
think it's
like Clinton.
I think that's what happened.
It's like what happened to
yeah,
Clinton too.
but I was like, oh yeah, because that's gonna knock him out of the run. But apparently, that doesn't knock him out of the running.
Yeah, not
You'd
necessarily.
think being fired would keep you from getting hired for a position at the same place
Not in this
again. Not that year.
Not that year. you cannot
No.
get rid of this kind of stuff,
No,
man.
I know. Well,
It's
but
so pervasive.
it's what the world is built
Next up, you're gonna get Elon Musk running and all these billionaires
Yeah.
running,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna it's gonna blend. Like the faces of corporations are just gonna just start inserting themselves into every other facet of your life, and to hell with any kind of partiality, like
on. Yeah.
biases. Like I own this corporation and I run this country.
Right.
I wonder why your stock keeps improving over here. Like like seriously, even with Trump, I don't know why people are so stupid to think that wasn't a self-invested like movement for him to do that.
But he didn't even accept the salary.
Oh yeah, I don't need a salary. I'm
He
so
donated
rich.
it. He donated
I'm so
it.
rich. Well,
Yeah.
we know he's that fat ass actually has more money than that. Like,
course.
it's all. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then like all of his staff got arrested for
Mhm.
like fraud, and he's like, "Well, sucks to be you.
Sorry.
Everything's fine on my end.
Not my problem.
Everybody attack the government.
Do it.
See what happens.
Don't do it.
Just try it out." He's like the Impractical Jokers, like backstage, like egging everybody on. Jesus Christ.
in the earpiece.
Yeah, whatever they can figure out.
Hmm.
Well, let's see what else is going on. Nothing.
Yeah,
is going
I was
on.
gonna say I was looking for content over the
The
weekend, but
actor strike is going
the
on.
strikes, the actor strike.
SAG.
SAG
Fran
after-
Drescher is very upset.
She's very pissed.
She is pissed.
She's pissed.
Juan's here. Juan
here.
knows what's going
Juan's pissed too.
on. Yeah, Juan's pissed too, and rightfully so. And in fact, it
Juan is
wasn't
a
until
member.
I read Juan's post
Mhm.
that's when I finally realized, oh, that's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
Because they're all like throwing these phrases, like we figured out a catchy, catchphrase to use on our signs, but nobody told you what the fucking catchphrase is supposed to mean. And so you have no idea, but everybody's talking about it. It's like being in kindergarten
yeah.
all over again. So
It's like the telephone game. Everyone's just like,
I
please,
just don't,
please let me be part of it.
I don't want anything anymore. I don't want to be around anymore.
I'm curious what and Juan could probably enlighten us on this too, but
Telephone.
I assume that all kind of productions and for like acting productions are currently just on hold.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
oh yeah.
There's nobody working right
No,
now
and
until
there's
they reach
certain
an agreement.
things. Yeah, certain things they are not. I mean, even with like appearances and stuff like that. There's only
Well, the Monster Mania was clarifying a lot of that,
Right.
and then the normal appearances are fine.
yeah, but
like-
it depends upon the purpose
Mhm.
because they're not allowed to do certain things.
Yeah, they're not allowed to like work, quote
right,
unquote.
right, exactly. So it's out there. It's going on, and hopefully they get all
One of
that.
the fucking exec guys was like, "Yeah, let him starve, and that'll bring him back to work." It
There you
basically said
go.
something to that effect.
Yeah,
And it's just like, wow, there's completely like no, no like acknowledgement of humanity. And what I find funny is like I haven't really looked into this, but I'm really hope that like the richer actors kind of are setting up like funds to kind of support their
Yeah.
Their comrades of like their
where's Robert De Niro right now?
Yeah,
What is he doing?
He's just setting up the Tribeca Film Festival number 75.
I just got to get this together.
God damn. Fuck. I love to see good movies because I'm not in any of them
That's
anymore.
right. That's right.
But
Nothing.
this is an excuse for me to check them out.
That's right.
Let's see.
So I get to
Get
sit
it,
in my
hey,
own little
fucking
booth.
come here. Come here. That's how he starts setting it up. Just starts yelling into the void. Fucking come here.
He calls it in.
He's like
Yeah.
he's like Captain America getting the Avengers assembled.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
here.
Yes, yeah, you don't even have.
Fuck!
There's not even a Nick Fury to go around and gather him up. It's just
No,
like,
no.
get over here.
He just starts screaming into the void.
Movie time.
Joe Pesci goes. He's rolling his trash can outside to the curb from his house.
Yeah.
He holds on to the trash can. He keeps on walking towards the Tribeca Film
That's
Festival.
right. Just keep
'Cause
on
When
going.
he hears the sound, when the alarm sounds for Pesci, he comes running.
And it takes him a while to get there, so they
Mhm.
trigger
His
his
legs are
alarm
short.
early.
Yeah, they do. They start him off early.
Yeah, and then they
He's
send a chopper
He's
to meet
like
him
the
halfway.
Manchurian candidate.
Yeah,
He's,
that's right.
he's got a mind connection to De Niro.
Yeah, they're all tied in. After you do so many movies together, that
Mhm.
it's contractually
You just-
obligated.
You can feel it. They're like brothers now.
That's it.
They're even more connected than Juan and Sean.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
They can feel each other's pain. When Pesci stubs a toe,
Yeah,
Robert De Niro's
I've tried
thumb
it.
throbs.
Yeah, it does. It's
I've
weird.
tried it.
It's, yeah.
I've hit Joe Pesci.
Let me tell you, the
And I can
the
hear his
wires are all
screams.
crossed. Yeah. But Robert De Niro, he was yelling from the other room. Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. I couldn't
It's a
believe
marvel
it.
of
I couldn't
science.
believe it was real.
That's
but
why
it
these
was
strikes
real.
are important because
Yeah.
they go through a lot.
You know what?
in
Everybody's
acting.
really going to be glad to have another show of all of this bullshit.
Another episode
Can't wait.
of this
You know
terrible,
what,
terrible
everybody?
shit.
Where's not only are you going to have to deal with the kickstart and all this bullshit.
Don't expect that. Okay, look, if you're
Listen.
listening to this, and
Listen,
if you're finding us now, or you have found us already, and you're finding out this like that we're going to be more involved in your life,
right?
just know that more direction does not equate to better content. We are going
So
to
she's
have.
having intercourse.
With a midget.
Yeah. It's as good as it's
That'll
going to
be
get.
if Joe Pesci could come out of the closet when he said that.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
words
yeah,
and
yeah,
analyzed this,
yeah.
would have been the right time
That
for him
was-
to show up.
They definitely should have left that in.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it was on the cutting room floor.
We're gonna be so bad on that other show, by the way. Our
I
new
know.
show.
I'm really. It's gonna. I'm almost anticipating it being like a dumpster fire
It's got to be.
because it's going to be. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're doing it next week. We're doing it next week.
Try to stop us.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Please. And so
Please stop us. We want to be stopped.
No. So we're going to do it next week. We're going to.
Should we incite? Should we incite some people storming the Capitol
We're
so
gonna
that we can sabotage ourselves?
We need a
Or
full
could we-
blown
should we get-
insurgents on my house.
Yes, get
And-
Trump to
Yeah,
tell people
yeah.
don't go to Matt's house.
Picket. What's this fucking
Get
74
SAG,
out here?
get them all together.
on Queen Street.
Get the SAG guys
Get 'em
out
on
here.
Queen Street. Then
picketing.
Matt and I can't get. We can't meet each other because
That's right. Then you got the
road's
Buffalo,
blocked.
the Buffalo guys coming in here, the Buffalo
Mhm.
hat dudes coming in, storming
Yep.
the house like it's a Capitol.
Yep.
And what else can we throw in there? Oh,
Shaman.
let's
We
get the submarine, the submarine company.
Yeah,
the terrible fucking sub company.
Yeah.
Get them to design.
Subpar. I think
All
they
right.
changed their name. So,
They better.
Yeah, you need
This
to.
is why we're gonna announce that we're working for them.
Juan says we should do another episode of the Kickback. That it was,
Oh, the
that it was
kickback.
hilarious.
Man, the kickback. Oh,
He's been-
Juan's going.
Juan's-
he's digging through.
He has. Juan's been going through the vault. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Slime like
Kickback.
yeah, he's like sloughing through the mud.
Yeah, it's
And
like.
the
Did you ever
dirt.
see Lucy? Did you ever see that movie
Yeah,
Lucy?
yeah.
Like where she goes all the way back to being a chimpanzee,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But she goes back all the way to being just like slime.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a tour at Disney World
Mhm.
because there's no
It's a
actors anymore. Everything's just actual
Well,
slime.
the Johnny Depp animatronic still runs.
Oh, that is
Because-
contractually
yeah.
obligated for several more years.
he's sorry, the strikes don't stop him. they
No,
don't shut him
nothing.
down.
Nothing stops that robot.
Mm-mm.
It's worn a lot of different skins over the years,
Oh.
but it's always stunk.
Not even Amber
It's
Heard
fun.
shitting on a bed can
No,
stop him from
no.
fucking swashbuckling his way
That's
into
it.
the hearts and minds of all the children that go through that ride.
Yep, that's it.
Have you been on that ride?
No, I have never been.
Me neither. I've been to Disney World one time.
I have, as have I.
The
and I-
Florida one, I think.
Yeah,
Is that the
that-
World or Land?
That's the world. Disneyland is out in California.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Don't talk about Disneyland too
Mhm.
much because then I'm going to forget that Disney World is here.
Gotcha.
That's how I
Gotcha.
remember. That's
Mhm.
how I remember.
I know Sealand is over here.
Sealand is over
Mhm.
here. You're talking about SeaWorld because Sealand is out in the middle of the ocean.
That's what I'm
remember?
saying. It is.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
Atlantic
yeah,
Ocean.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's in our ocean, so that's
Close enough.
That's good.
I touched some water over this weekend in the Atlantic
Let's
when I
hear
was
it.
at Ocean
Let's hear it.
City.
What'd you do?
That absolutely was in the mouth and butt
Oh,
of all kinds of fish and wildlife.
you have no idea how much.
Various things, and the who knows what kind of horrors of the deep that once touched the molecules that ended up on my legs.
Yep.
I'll never know.
No.
The horrors, I can feel the screams
Yeah, you
of
can feel 'em.
nature.
Yep.
as it
That's
as it
what
gently
the noise
kisses my
is.
shins.
That's what the noise is as the waves come in. It's just all of the screams. They're just broken down into little tiny particles.
yeah.
And it
I
just
love
sounds.
that.
Yeah, I love screams.
I love that viewpoint. That's the viewpoint I'm going to take
Yeah.
from now
Yeah,
on.
hear them, the children of the night. And how
Mhm.
they-
I wish there was anything interesting happening to me. There was one moment where we were like sitting around at this one bar, like at the end of the night, and there was like I was like I like smelled because since I quit smoking, I can like I really like have like a bloodhound scent for it.
Sure.
Anytime it's around me, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
what the who the fuck is smoking around me?
Yeah, yeah.
and like fucking this guy, I was like I can smell it, and Allison's looking at me like because I can't see what's right behind me, but she's looking at me like
right.
like it's right behind you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, who the fuck is smoking around here? And this like fucking beach bum looking guy.
Yeah.
His skin looks old and wrinkly, but his hair's like a bleach blonde, almost like he's got like a wig on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
looks like the guy that Matthew McConaughey was basing his character on in that weird movie where he was a beach bum.
Fucking God, love that movie.
Just being, have you seen that?
oh yeah,
Just the fakest
Beach
shit
Bum,
ever.
I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Yeah.
Moon Dog or some shit.
Well, I think that's his character's name.
So he was behind me smoking a cigarette, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a nice guy. I typically don't." He's standing in front of a no smoking sign.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. I was this fucking guy
yeah,
in
exactly
my
right.
past. I used to be this guy.
But the emphasis on was, and
I used to
therefore
think-
you now get to pass judgment
But he
on
was-
this motherfucker.
That's right.
It's the rules.
I was waiting for my sound.
it's
Yeah, that's right. I got to switch it around.
yeah, that's right.
Own it. I turned it around, and now I'm the judge, baby.
Yeah.
And I would have been the executioner, but he walked off to the bar. He had his little spiel about how he's a good guy,
Yeah,
and he
sure.
tries not to bug anyone, and then he kind of fucked off. And you know, I was like, Allison was kind of like, you know, getting me because I had a couple of drinks in me that I was like, oh, I'm ready to just tell this guy how I feel about it.
yeah, right,
you know?
right.
Like, how about you fucking, I don't care that you're doing it, but how about you just not do it right on top of me?
Yeah,
Like, he's literally was like right behind me doing it.
right.
And I'm like, I'm not really like here for that. You
Yeah.
know, this kind of, it bugs me because I'm trying to keep my lungs clean.
That's right.
And then I
You're
got
making them all
oh,
dirty.
I'm turning my lungs up.
You're dirtying
and I-
them up.
And it took me a lot of effort to get these fuckers clean.
Listen, nice guy, move the fuck over there. How about that?
That's pretty much what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you were real nice, you wouldn't even fucking think to do that in the first place, would you?
You gotta catch them. You gotta catch them all.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yep, but you know, it wasn't worth fighting over the beach.
Exactly.
It
right.
wasn't worth it.
Yeah, no, not at
It
all.
wasn't. Fists were gonna fly, but you know, I
Yeah.
just decided better to just go to sleep.
Well, you know what they say: the dildo of consequence rarely arrives lubed. So you gotta take what life brings your way, I guess. So let's see. Juan's asking if we saw the Barbenheimer.
Oh my god.
I have not seen either. No.
Barbenheimer.
No.
I've heard that there's like some full on fucking like nudity sex scenes
And what?
in Oppenheimer. Like
Okay.
we're talking like full on butt and
Huh?
bits of
Button and bits?
of everyone.
God
yes,
damn.
yes. No, this is like I just was reading about this was being talked about that there's
Summer
like
sensation.
that they're I mean it's hot out and especially when it's the nuclear bomb waves are coming. Undress.
That's it.
Disrobe. Because that's what Oppenheimer's all about. I
love
don't
it.
know enough about it. I just feel critical and angry. Ain't that America?
Yeah,
actually-
there you go. That's right, baby.
That was like Allison and I's like constant motto
Yeah.
that we would recite to like on every. We'd be looking at people, just kind of judging them, and just being like, "Ain't that America?"
That's right.
There they are. There they are.
Yep.
But yeah. So I don't know enough, but I'm still gonna be, about Oppenheimer. I don't know enough about it, but I'm still gonna be judgmental because I don't really think that it's. I don't understand why we're dramatizing a very horrific event, and I
Yeah.
understand that it's a complicated thing because like the atomic bomb was seen pretty widely to be like the only real solution to doing anything. I also read that they had fucking firebombed Tokyo to like
They
nothing.
did. Yeah, they did.
And there were more casualties there than anywhere else.
Yeah.
But it was like just the show of force. It was like, look what we can do,
Right.
and
yeah.
we will fuck you up
They-
even more.
And what happened afterwards? Like the whole thing was a big fucking dumpster fire because they got one of the survivors, I think, from Hiroshima,
Uh-huh.
and one of the pilots that dropped the fucking bomb to be on a talk show
Oh
together.
my Maury, you are the pilot. Oh
and then twice they did it to him twice.
that's crazy as fuck,
It
man.
is. It is really fucking
What was
crazy.
what was that like?
Well, they were kind of cordial with each other at first because there were cameras on them.
It's almost like the human centipede. Two people got
Yeah.
separated
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
butt and the face,
And they're
and
like,
then they had to
"What do
face
we
each other.
do?"
Like you ate that nasty. You ate pad thai.
Yeah, you
And
ate pad thai.
I hate peanuts.
That's right.
I'm allergic.
Like definitely. Like I'm surprised
But I
we're both
survived it.
alive. Yeah.
I'm surprised we're both alive. The guy behind me, he's gone. He is long
Let me
gone.
tell you what. Try dragging him around and the other three people behind him for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's but yeah, that the whole fucking thing was a nightmare of just what we do, which
What-
is
so what was the sentiment? Was
What-
there
what of those
between
two
the
people?
pilot and the
they
survivor?
I think
Was
eventually
the pilot like looking to scrounge up and make another atomic bomb when he's
Like-
like, I missed one?
the fucked up thing was they didn't even know. They thought they were dropping bombs, just like bombs. They,
No, I think they knew that they were dropping a big deal.
yeah, but
thing.
they didn't know what
What
the
it was gonna be
scientists
like.
did. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
sure.
that all that shit
Nobody
was kept quiet.
Yeah, nobody was really like familiar with that. I
Yeah.
also read that that actually a bunch of pilots died when they were firebombing Tokyo because the heat was so fucking hot. It like lifted their crafts like thousands of feet higher in the air.
Yep.
And it like just obliterated
Yeah.
like so many people.
Yeah. It was the
Like-
whole thing.
Oh my
It's,
god.
it's just a bunch of fucking mess. And the way that everybody's represented in the Oppenheimer movie, of
Mhm.
course, is complete and utter
it's
dog
like
shit.
it's like this
But-
dramatization for
Yeah,
to the
it's-
sake of entertainment.
Right.
And I understand the idea of like edutainment, but this is where my lines are. Like it's the same thing where I see people. I'm uncomfortable with this, and this might not be like a shared opinion among everybody. But when I see people dressed up as fucking like John Wayne Gacy,
Yeah.
that guy actually murdered kids.
Yeah.
He, like there's real families that have missing children because of the sick actions of this guy. He's not a guy you dress up as. Freddy Krueger's not a real thing.
Yeah.
That guy, he's not, Jason Voorhees, not a real thing. That's what makes it fun because it's not real. It exists solely in the mind, harmless. It's completely
I just got
harmless.
screamed at by Freddy
But this shit, the atomic bomb,
Yeah.
real deaths,
It's
real human lives obliterated. Like it's not. I feel like if we want, and I'm fine. I was gonna say I'm fine with serial killer documentaries and stuff.
Mhm.
If you find that interesting, I find it kind of interesting. I have a criminal justice degree. I find that shit kind of interesting.
Sure.
To like look into the psychology of why people do fucked up shit.
Oh yeah.
I like the idea of like justice and trying to figure out like what to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to watch like a documentary series about like Oppenheimer or like how that came to be, there are some really, really good documentaries out
yeah.
there about that time period, about that particular.
Last
topic.
podcast on the left just finished like a 5 or 6 part series that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Going through the whole process of the bomb.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was
Like-
really good.
And it's nice to get to inform people.
Mhm.
But what I just can't, and I'm sure the movie probably is really like well done and all that.
yeah.
Because it's Christopher Nolan, he does good stuff, but it's like it's the fanfare around it. It's
Yeah.
the premiere, the red carpet,
Right,
the
right.
interviews with the guy portraying the guy that fucking was part of killing a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of people.
Yeah,
That's
good
just
job.
it's like what? It's oh my god! It's if it doesn't kind of make you feel a little uncomfortable, I'm curious why it wouldn't.
So
Like,
it,
tell me,
have you
tell
had-
me, people, screaming into the camera, tell me, teach me.
have you had this realization where you get to a certain age,
Mhm.
you look at someone younger than you,
Mhm.
you hear them talk about something that you both recall,
Yeah.
but for them it was like a monumental experience.
Those were
And
the
for-
best days
Yeah.
of my
And
life.
for you, it was just another Thursday,
Yeah.
you know? But you still remember it,
Yeah.
right? Like that, looking back on something with that nostalgia, I guess, or like as that being some pivotal moment, a lot of times you're fucking barely making it through. And yet this is going to be some monumental story. So I very often wonder, what was going on behind the scenes of a lot of this shit, where people were making these decisions that inevitably, impacted, of course, all these lives.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
like the fact that it's just like I talked about this before when I think it was the last episode, in fact, about like when I go to a concert, I like to move around. Oh, no, this was a different show that I was talking on. Never mind. Well, I was talking about when I go to shows, I like to move around to see people from different angles because that helps my brain register that it's real, that it's happening in front of me as opposed to on a screen.
Yeah.
Right. So it's that same sort of thing that like sometimes when I think back on situations, I don't think of them as being particularly important, but for some people they are.
Yeah.
And that whole process is like the being the witness to these moments, I think. And so even when it came down to them being like, all right, yeah, we're gonna take this and melt all of these people. And then they're like, all right, I got to go take a leak. I'll be right back. Yeah. Do we have any coffee left in the pot? Like we have these big cinematic moments, but they're just a regular fucking day for somebody,
Yeah,
like
the dramatization of it, and just it's for the sake of evoking a reaction out of you, and it's
Right.
like as the audience.
Yeah.
It's only
No.
focusing on parts.
I'm not talking about the movie. I mean in real life.
Are you talking about just in real life?
I mean like that.
You're not comparing
That to me that's the thing that's fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Is that these giant decisions are made and then they just go. They're like, oh yeah, is it Taco Tuesday?
What's on TV tonight?
Chili side, like this is the first dump I took after I dropped the bomb. Like,
well, yeah, the mixture of ordinary stuff that
Yeah.
goes right along
That-
that side of
that
things
to me
that are
is so fascinating.
hugely so.
I
But
love it.
there's so many things that are so consequential without even bearing the name or the weight, the initial like direct weight of it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like the menagerie of other actions that are occurring
Right.
that cause major movements. You know what I'm saying? Like how the domino effect of how even the war even started,
Yeah.
or how any war starts, or how any conflict escalates.
It's
like a bunch of different factors that all come
Yeah.
together that are small.
right.
And this isn't some revolutionary thought process here, but like it is a bunch of ordinary moments all tapestried into this big old fucking,
Yeah.
big picture. So I do think it would actually, and I actually kind of enjoy it when films show a little bit more like the ordinary shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the fuck? In all of the John Wick movies, does he ever take a piss?
No.
He doesn't even drink anything.
No.
He's
too busy
got to be
killing,
hungry.
drinking blood.
What does he drink? It's just the tears and the
Oh,
fears of
tear-
everybody else.
Oh,
and,
he loves that.
Roy Orbisons and everybody. Kurt Smith
Everybody's
eats them-
there.
He eats them all.
Whoever's
he just-
available that day.
He
and
wants
it just
to.
keeps going.
He wants to rule the world, and he's got the ability to do it.
He does. He does.
Mhm.
Everybody does.
And we all do.
We all do. I'll tell you what else we all do is have some weird news.
Well, that's right. And you're going to be part of it.
That's right.
Welcome to Weird News.
Welcome to assimilation.
The Borg.
The Borg. Borg.
It's the Borg, hon.
Yeah. Welcome to the Borg, huh? This is the world I want.
now we're funny. Now
The minute that we turn it off, and it's
we just can't be
Oh
on
my
actual
gosh.
recordings.
I want a bunch of people from downtown Baltimore,
Alice and I do this all the
from
time.
Dundalk. I want them in there to run the Borg.
That's right. And they're pretty much already living in an assimilated lifestyle with like very little
Yeah,
independent
Few
thought.
resources. Yeah, like whatever.
That's me, hon.
We don't need any of
Come
this.
on down to Dundalk, Maryland, hon.
That's right. Here we go. Going down.
hmm
Let's see. We're gonna get this.
Did
We're
I
gonna-
sing? Did I sing you our version of Country Roads?
I think you sang it for me, but I don't think you did it on the stream.
Yeah.
Gonna keep it that way.
Some things I like to keep to myself. Allison will sing it with me next time she's
Yeah,
here.
there you go. That's right. I'll get
She's the one who wrote it.
I'll cue you up the karaoke and everything. Put a little reverb on your voice. We'll make it real.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Make it real.
Mhm.
Oh
Real as a seal, baby.
man.
Kiss from a rose.
Oh, you
I'm
know
gonna be
it.
kissed by that rose.
Oof.
Is it like it's like a prick because it's a thorn, right?
Well, no. I think it's called analingus.
Hmm?
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter match.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The Human Torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has other shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's the match.
So as it's as we're accustomed to saying when we
Mhm.
come out of the weird news intro, you just missed a whole lot.
You missed all the good stuff. You know, my thought here while we were listening to the intro for Weird News, I was reminded of a video I saw. It was Christopher Nolan was on an interview,
Yeah.
the director of Oppenheimer, and the guy was asking him like, "What's a movie that you like drop the remote and just watch the whole thing if you're flipping
Yeah.
through?" He's like any of the great comedies like Talladega Nights, and he was like, "Whoa, what?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like. These Talladega Nights, it's great. He's like, "Oh, you're not wrong, sir, but that's not something I thought you were gonna say." And
Yeah.
he's like, "If you're not first, you're last."
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'm gonna go see Oppenheimer now.
Yeah.
I think I'm all right with all those
It's
deaths.
time.
I think those families
You know
deserve
what?
to get
Everything's okay.
obliterated.
Everything's okay.
It's all right now.
Will Ferrell
He
said it's
he
fine.
convinced me.
I'll tell you, it's all
I'm
there's a
good with it.
goddamn puma in the car.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Are you good? I'm good with it. Who else wants to see? Who's gonna see Barbie? Has anyone seen Barbie?
Nate saw Barbie.
Oh
I
my
saw him.
god! I saw it was a whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's
a whole big thing.
You know, sometimes you do. You make it a whole
You gotta
thing.
be- you
I
gotta-
don't understand it, but then again,
It's all right.
I don't get groupthink. Like I can conceptually understand. I love studying cults and all kinds of shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I don't get the appeal
you're just not
though.
joining them.
Yeah, I don't get the appeal. Like I can't imagine an ideology that would make me be like, I want nothing but this. I mean, I did that already when I was a child.
Yeah.
You know, Catholicism is over.
I do that about Reese's.
Yeah. Right? I guess I do. I have certain things that I feel that way about. I have pillows of them in the other room.
Yeah.
But that's about it. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't know. But anyhow, all right, weird news, everybody.
see some weird news.
Let's get this up
Let's
for
get
the
it.
visual
Also,
people.
go on the stream and listen to it
Get
because
ready,
it's the
'cause-
best thing we've got.
It's the best.
Oh, my
when we start weird news, I rarely, Matt's rarely looking at the screen when I change the slide, okay, to the first picture. And my favorite moment is him in slight confusion trying to decode what this story could possibly be about. I almost want to make a story where he tells me what the story is supposed to be.
This actually, we should do. That's a good idea for like our new show.
Oh,
We
yeah,
should do
there
that.
you
we
go.
We should like slap together like pictures for
Right.
each other,
Right.
and then get each other to come up with what it could possibly.
Yeah,
be.
this is the plot, and I think this is some potential.
I've got a great. Here, you want me to run it right now?
Yeah.
This
What
is
do you got? What's going on here?
I think that it looks like someone is reading a text from their doctor that they married someone with AIDS. Because there's grief and disbelief on this man's face looking at his phone.
You're right.
And I just thought of what could the worst case scenario be. There's two men on the cake topper, which is no problem whatsoever.
Sure.
Unless one of them has AIDS and they didn't know about it.
You're close. You're close. A man had a surprise of his life after discovering he's related to his groom to be.
Oh fuck!
Thanks, Obama.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my no, that's not good. That's really oh fuck.
He recounted the whole story on Reddit. My fiance, 28, and I, also 28, are getting married in a few months. We're
Okay.
extremely happy and in love. However, just as the couple were organizing their nuptials, the man purchased a DNA test kit, which uncovered a horrifying revelation. I'm super into Ancestry, and I've been building out my tree.
And apparently
I saw
Ancestry
promo. Well, it's a special branch. I saw a promo on Ancestry.com for 50% off DNA kit, and I bought one for my fiance. A few hours ago, on a flight, he got his DNA results back. In the View DNA Matches section was my profile picture. It says we're third cousins.
Oh well, that's
Okay.
that's fair game.
His dad, who did the test years ago, also came up.
Oh okay.
Okay, so the man said he now feels conflicted. We don't know how to feel. We just landed, and now we're on vacation with a large group of people.
This is okay. So wait, this is two men.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah,
And they're third cousins.
they are third cousins.
Who-
They found out on a flight on the way to some tropical paradise where
It's besides the social faux pas of it and the possibly like weird emotional and social feelings about it.
Yeah.
There's no risk of like mucking up the gene pool.
This is what
So
he,
what's-
this
so
is
it's
what
not
he
a big
said.
deal, like-
Exactly. He said on one hand we're gay, so there's no concern of having babies, but and we're also Jewish, and I know our gene pools are already shallow. Right? So he said, but third cousins, that's a little too close for comfort. There's no scenario where we break up or anything, but I just feel so weird about all
well,
this.
now it's hard
So-
when you know it now.
So he's like
Can't just
processing
ignore it.
all of this on Reddit. Like this
Yeah.
literally just happened, and he's like, Reddit. This is where I'm going.
Yeah, that's the
This
first
is-
place
this
to
is
go.
where I need to
Let
go.
me get the approval or the
Right.
the thoughts of strangers who have no
Exactly.
fucking clue what's going on
Please
here.
tell me how judgmental you can be.
But like this is not an original story. I've literally come across this exact same type of story on Reddit before.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Like this, the people are like, oh, I found out, or I hooked up with one of my relatives or something like that. Some like unknowingly did it at like a family, wedding or something like that.
Oh,
Like
yes.
someone they never met
Like huge
before.
family
But then
ones,
it
yeah.
turns out that like their uncles that they share an uncle or some shit.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, he said he doesn't want to tell anyone or talk about it now, maybe because
He doesn't want to tell anyone except we're going to tell the whole
We're an
world.
incestuous gay couple about to get married. How do you feel about that, Trump? So
Take that.
yeah, exactly. He said, but I needed to get this off my chest. I don't know how to feel or how to process this. Is it insane? Is it no big deal? And a lot of people said it wasn't worth breaking up over. It's no big deal. First cousins would be creepy, but third cousins, well, what are you going to do? Since there's no kids, there's really no reason to worry about
And
it.
what history do they have? Also, and like you said, the gene pool's shallow, but
Yeah.
like there's also this thing called like that kinship kind of bias or whatever that is. Like when people are looking for mates, typically they look for people who are alike to them and a
Yeah.
lot of like physical traits.
Mhm.
But I mean, there's not like, it's funny. I look at people and I'm like, these people look like they're marrying their siblings.
Yeah.
I see people like that I know, and I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
I
this
know.
shit?
I know.
Like, oh my god.
Looking at you, Zach.
Try to
Well, here's another one that didn't turn out so hunky-dory. Most families have a few skeletons in the closet, but
no.
one man accidentally ruined his parents' marriage of 33 years after digging through the past via a DNA test.
Oh my god, the DNA tests are ruining people's lives
Yep.
now.
So
That's
while
what the theme of this whole episode
It's-
is.
I mean, it's at least the first two. While some members of the family have been planning to take the secret to the grave, the unnamed man decided to share it. You want to take a guess where he shared it? On Reddit. That's exactly right. With a lengthy
this-
thread explaining how he got to the
I've
root
also
of his family tree.
I've also read this very similar thing on Reddit
I'm
before.
telling you, it's everywhere.
I've read it.
So it's out there. So eager to learn more about his composition, he recalled the website had advertised the same half-off sale that caused the first problem. So he bought 2 kits, one for himself and one for his father, thinking it would be some harmless fun. While he got what he was wishing for, it turns out the apple did fall pretty far from the tree.
Oh no.
As the man's ancestry was, quote, a little off.
Uh-oh.
First thing my dad and I did was compare our composition and noticed it was off, to say the least. He was highly British and Irish with a small bit of French and German, but I was mostly Scandinavian with French, German, and some Italian. So it then dawned on my father and the son that we were not biologically yet related, leading to the breakdown of the parents' decades-long marriage. He even had to address it with his mother, who was unaware of the seeds of dissent within the family. She had no idea this was going on.
So, how could this happen?
She came home. We confronted her. She lost it and admitted she knew I was some other man's child all along.
The neighbor
And
was just
that-
pouring sperm into her like every night.
It's got an intricate section of tubing that goes his house across the
He
street.
just goes in and like just gently like puts the little like oil funnel in there.
Yeah, that's right. It's like time to load up.
Got vacuum tubes like they have at the bank.
That's
You
right.
just put your money in.
It's 11:43, and goddamn if I'm going to be late. Well, so she said that she would have tried to stop us if she knew we were trying to get the tests. The unwitting internet sleuth also added that his parents were divorcing after another branch of the family tree was discovered. In fact, the test showed that his real father was on a database, as well as showing possible half siblings who shared 26.3% of his DNA.
So where did he find his biological father?
Oh, nearby. But
He was nearby.
Yeah, nearby. So the irony, so such stories have been increasingly common with the rise of online DNA kits. With similar stories of men finding out his 4 out of his 5 children were not his.
Oh my
the
god!
Irony, yes. So Ancestry.com seems to be completely oblivious, who continues to advertise kits, including Father's Day specials.
So
Tamari specials.
So
Yeah.
like this is just more proof that there's a lot of people who are just fucking oblivious and
Yeah.
don't have any kind of tools to analyze anything around them or people around them.
No.
Because there's no way you can tell me.
Right.
Like if you came up and you were like, that your parents aren't your parents, I'd be like, you're a goddamn liar.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Right.
Because there's no way that I'm not related to my parents. I could see it in the, and I always could see it in
Yeah,
the
of course.
behavior, the mannerisms, the face, the looks. When you're not related, like there's something that doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's what everybody says.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they didn't feel quite like everyone kind of knows.
Right.
You know,
You can see it. The writing's on the wall. The recessive gene thing is only going to take you so far.
That's right.
Right.
That's
Sorry that you don't have the great basketball playing skills
Mhm.
that your father had, but you know, whatever Michael Jordan's son's name is, Jordan Jr.
That's
Jordan Jr. You're really. Oh, wait a minute. We'll stick with George Foreman. That's easy enough.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
George Foreman the eighth.
George Foreman the eighth. You're going to have to pick it up a little bit because you did not get the grilling or boxing skills from your father. So you're working in the mailroom, son. Get to work. Get to work.
You're gonna fight your way out in a different way.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fight the unhealthy greases that come out of meat, and you're not gonna fight actual straight up opponents in a ring.
That's what you hope. But I'll tell you what, this lady was fighting. A woman
Oh, my
had an absolute meltdown after realizing she accidentally peed on a snake.
Oh no!
Christina Phillips uploaded a terrifying video after finding a yellow rat snake in her toilet bowl.
It would have been great if she was taking a video of herself peeing already,
Yeah, yeah.
not knowing that the snake was there, like it was a routine thing for her to do.
Yeah. She's
There's
like,
my followers, my TikTok followers, my daily
"They
pee.
love-" She's like,
Here for your
I
daily
hate it. I have
piss.
to do it every day. I don't even pay attention anymore. I just
so embarrassing.
point the camera and they take
People
over.
say they say when they want to pee in the stall next to me.
Yeah.
I just want to hear the tinkle tinkle in
It's
person.
all about the sounds. The woman was scared to death after making a pit stop and realizing she had accidentally peed on the reptile without even knowing it.
Is she more upset that she peed on a living
I'm
creature?
not sure whether the urine is her
sorry.
issue or the
Oh.
fact that it's a snake.
This just reminded me of a story from my vacation actually.
Yeah, what?
So I was at this restaurant, and I went to go use the restroom,
Uh-huh.
and it's like full up. There's two urinals in one stall. It's all full up, but the one guy leaves in one urinal, and it looks like the water is not flushing. It's just going up and up and up. As I approached it, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And I kind of backed off for a second, and there it goes overflowing.
Oh.
Right? It starts overflowing. Well, the guy next to that one, he looks over. He's like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were peeing on me." He's like, "I thought this guy was peeing on me," and I was like, "No, I wasn't
Hey,
peeing on you."
everybody, pee guy. Pee guy over here. I thought he was peeing on me. The pee guy. I thought he was.
It was basically turning into that, and I'm like, I gotta get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
here now.
I'm not pee guy.
I'm not the pee guy. Don't
Not
be
anymore.
decrying me
I'm
as the
on
pee
vacation.
man.
I'm on vacation. I'm on
That's my
vacation.
job title. That's my working name. Is pee man
I have my PTO and I'm not P Man today.
and my PPO.
That's it. Well, in the video, which has now been viewed over 10 million times, who cares? She's screaming, "Oh my God, I just peed. I peed. Look how big it is. Oh my God." And then she struggles to breathe. Where's Samuel L. Jackson when you need him, I guess? The 22-second clip has many people shook, saying this is my worst fear. Not going to lie, this seeing the snake after you peed would kind of kill someone instantly. I always check before sitting, and that's actually why I do this, in the fear that this will happen, another said.
So
So
this is just yet another danger to being a woman.
that's exactly
it really
right.
Sucks
That's
because we would notice it.
sorry. Yeah, and it's a good thing the seat was down, because if you fell in there, just eat you right up.
Mhm.
Butt first.
It was waiting for a meal.
Oh,
I
that's
think it probably liked it. It probably wanted to get peed
Yeah,
on.
it was. I think there was some
Because how does it
orchestration.
curl itself up in that toilet? Just so.
Yeah, it's
There's
waiting. It's
There's a
waiting.
sink and a bathtub it could have gone to.
Yeah, and its head's right in the middle. Look, it's right there in the center.
Mhm.
There's no reason.
I think there's a camera in it.
I'm pretty sure that the snake is the camera.
The snake's a camera.
Yeah, they're like
It's
they're gonna be
fake
scared.
snake.
They're gonna run away by the time they see it. It'll be too
Mhm.
late, and then it'll be fine.
They'll have gotten their footage by
That's
then.
exactly right. We
That's all
already
they
got
needed.
all we need to sell our bootleg tapes
I've already seen it.
on the street corner
I've
of a
seen it
Law and
all.
Order SVU episode.
It was like Oppenheimer in here.
That's right. It was we were Oppenheimer everywhere. Yeah.
If in Oppenheimer, he like R. Kelly peed all over somebody, and that was the story was telling. Like
Yeah.
he made the bomb. Look what he did in the bedroom.
Yeah, you're
He
talking.
he did some real fucked up shit in
It
there.
was even worse. It was even worse.
You think getting reduced to a shadow on a wall is bad? You should have seen what he did.
At least
with
that was
his.
over quick.
That's right.
Pee takes a long time to
the-
drip down,
The scars,
especially when you're standing. And
Mhm.
why is he so far above the person too. The impact is borderline painful. I mean, that's beyond deprecation.
He would pound water after water just to get the stream real
and
strong and heavy.
it was terrible. It was like awful, like caffeine water. It wasn't even
he
coffee.
Just eating asparagus
It's
and coffee
just-
beans,
so
just
bad.
munching them down.
He
His
just-
breath smelled something.
It was
god
terrible, but it just kept the flow going like a
Pineapples. He was eating everything that made your pee smell weird. All of it. And drinking. He was shooting like a fire hose. It was the weirdest smells that ever came out of it.
It was crazy.
He's-
And there were themes, and he was trying to get us to guess the themes, and he started to use them to spell stuff. I don't know. It was weird.
You ever seen those water jets that
Yeah.
can cut through metal?
Though, let me tell you what.
His was
Yeah.
they were actually working on contracting him to be to be a firefighter.
Yeah, they were going to get him to do the latest reconstruction of the Statue of Liberty. Yeah,
Mhm.
they got to get that green stuff off of there.
That's right. And,
Figure a little bit. Pete, if it works for a jellyfish, I mean, ain't that American?
and R. Kelly.
And that's right, exactly. It's got to be. It's got to be. Well, I'll tell you who else wasn't R. Kelly, a gorilla whose zookeepers thought was a male. Was recently discovered to be a female when she was holding her new baby girl.
I think. Wow.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here for zookeepers in Columbus, Ohio.
I'm
apparently.
curious here. How far from zookeepers are they from medical professionals?
Yeah.
I wonder if
I guess
Allison knows
I guess that's true. Yeah. What are the qualifications necessary?
Are they a drastic difference? Like, can any old schmuck on the street just be a zookeeper? Then?
I'm going to keep all the zoo inside and all the people outside unless they pay.
I'm good at closing the gates, locking them.
No.
Yes.
I can turn
No.
them away. Yep. Check it. No.
You got the goods, baby.
I
You're
got
in.
it. I'm
You're in.
Some say I was made in a lab for this job.
I don't see gender, so I don't like to assume.
No. All I
like to
see are
assume.
tickets. Zookeepers at the Columbus Zoo in Ohio said in a statement that the 8-year-old Sully, a western lowland gorilla, has lived at the facility with her mother and the fellow troop members since 2019. And for 5 years, the zoo believed she was a he. It's hard to tell the sex of younger gorillas until about age 8 when they're masturbating furiously.
Oh
No,
my
I added that. No, until about age 8, males and females are about the same size. They don't have prominent sex organs. And the zoo said in a statement on Thursday. Okay, prominent is different than visible.
They don't got horse cocks,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean,
You can see
if you take a look at them, you're going to notice.
exactly
It's so
right.
easy to tell.
It-
I can tell that this is a female gorilla without even just looking at the face. I
Look
can
at
see
the
it.
tits.
Look at those tits. You think a set of tits like that are on anybody besides a man who smells like piss trying to sell you
Yeah.
a mattress?
Come on now. Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
That's a man who when he got up to try to make the sale, it
Yeah.
was the first time he's done it all year.
Yeah, that's a man. That's a man who thinks that he's created on his family tree Nipsey, but it's not that year. Well, so the zookeeper described Sully as a young and healthy animal who did not need any procedures or medical care that would have led to the discovery any sooner. The gestation period is about 8.5 months, meaning she became pregnant in the late fall.
So she got knocked up, just in the enclosure.
And they're like, man,
Did they
Sully's
just-
getting fat as
Boy,
fuck.
what's
Really packing on the
his
pounds here
tits
for
are
Super Bowl.
Really getting
Yeah, yeah,
swelled
yeah,
up.
really.
What's going on with that? He's really letting himself go.
It's getting all crossed up.
Should we stop feeding him chicken wings and
Nah.
Pizza?
We can't cancel pizza wing Friday, Saturdays.
Mm-mm.
But zookeepers have not yet approached the infant, also a girl. But
No,
are we really going to trust their judgment again? Is the better question. But to
I
allow
won't be
them
fooled again?
time to bond with the mother. Eventually, vets will approach and conduct a wellness exam and conduct a DNA test to determine who the baby's father is. And I
Oh.
hope they pull Mari in.
If Mari could just
They
be
gotta
present
get-
for every
They've
every
gotta
reveal.
get him.
If he could have been present. This has been our overarching theme is identity here.
Yeah, it's all about identity. It's
Mm.
not going to stop either.
Mari should be present through every single one of these.
Every single
We
one.
need him on the soundboards. What we
We
really
do.
need.
We need. I'm gonna add Mari. I would love to have Mari on the soundboard. We're gonna make that happen. You're not the father. You are. love saying these things. Well, I'll tell you what I love saying, Matt.
That's
Doesn't this look a
Oh,
little?
yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna
Something looks a little off here,
I'm
right?
not gonna bother looking for that gender because I don't think I'll find it. It looks
Something's-
like
Something's a little off here.
just a little bit. I think I still think Allison would run over to pet it though.
I think so. And I'll tell you what would happen. She would discover a man who spent over $16,000 to fulfill his dream of living life as a dog. Sure.
There's a guy in there.
There's a guy in there.
Oh
yeah.
my god!
Has shared the reaction he gets while out and about in his incredibly realistic dog suit. And it's fair to say the real dogs don't love it very much.
What the fuck? This is fucking
This is it.
weird.
Where else? You want to take a guess
Oh.
where this is? Japan.
Of course it
The,
is.
the Japanese man forked out a whopping $16,070.12. That's converted, of course, to become a human-sized rough collie, and goes by the name of Taco when he's in dog mode, or Toko, rather. He first hit the headlines last year after the clips of his incredibly lifelike dog suit were shared online. Since then, he's been keeping people up to date with his experiences on his YouTube channel. I want to be an animal.
Oh my god!
He's recently revealed that he's bought himself a dog crate to sleep in and what looks like a walking leash to wear as a harness. He is actually showing that he gets an interesting response while he goes out. He shared the reactions of people that come towards him thinking that he's a dog, then get mixed reactions, and some pet him, some run away, but all the dogs keep barking. So in the video, a dog and people's reaction seemed seeing the realistic costume. He takes a stroll in the park. Humans marvel at his incredible costume and seem to be impressed by the fact that he can do tricks. But when four-legged park users seemed less thrilled to meet him, one dog can be seen taking interest in him before running away, pulling at his leash, while women watch on notes. He's scared. He's scared. Uh-oh, he's scary. He's scary. He said, I can remember when I fulfilled this dream, and it's turned out pretty interesting. I've always wanted to be an animal ever since I can remember.
You are an animal, you dumb dipshit. You're
He
a
already-
fucking human
He
being.
started out right where he needs to be. But the question is, how much time does he spend in this thing?
First of all, if it's 1 second, it's too much
Because
time.
how do you dry clean this? Does he have a backup?
What's the purposes behind him doing this? Is it getting caked with cum every
That's
time
possible.
he's walking around like
There's
a
a lot of
fucking
fur
dog?
hanging down there.
There's an awful lot of if I saw this thing walking towards me,
Yeah.
I haven't seen a video of him moving around in the
No.
suit, but I can imagine it.
Yeah.
And I'm certain it doesn't look natural.
Well, but all you got to do is look and see, the paws are up front here, right? And here they're kind of folded around. Okay.
Right.
So that means that the feet move, even if it's just a little bit of articulation.
Yeah.
That in and of itself is unnatural because
Yeah.
they're supposed to be extended.
Yeah.
It's nightmare fuel.
This shit is too fucking weird. I thought it was like I thought it was just like a robot.
I
It was
did
just
too.
covered with like a dog.
When I first saw
appearance,
it, I
and
thought
it was just like a Roomba or something.
like a
that. It
roller
just-
underneath it or
yeah,
something. No,
just rolls around.
there's a
like,
human in here, a Japanese human.
like that would have been a nice thing in Japan if they had just like a dog, like a fake dog that would just like a robot dog that would just like roam around the park and like just keep people company.
That would be good. Yeah, walk them to their car and stuff like that. And then
I think it's not as weird if it's not a human being. underneath
exactly,
there.
exactly.
Then there's that human being has more problems than you do.
Because we question motive when it's a human being. When
Well,
it's a
yeah,
robot,
well-
it's like, somebody just programmed you to do this stupid shit.
Right.
You dumb robot.
It's like that
When
snake.
you're a person, it's like, why are you living in a dog costume?
This is very strange. You have the capability for a lot more intense thought, unless you don't.
You're supposed to be outside. You're supposed to be doing things out here. And is he naked under there? We don't know.
He's butt
It's-
naked under there. He
it's gotta-
gets so hot.
It's gonna
and
be hot.
it's not like Japan is
I mean,
like
it's like Ace Ventura with him in the fucking rhino. It's really the only. I can't imagine how else he gets out of here.
oh yeah, he just climbs out the back butthole.
I'm really
What
scared.
the fucking fuck is this?
scared.
I'm very curious to just watch it on like in emotion.
Yeah, I would really be interested to see that too. We'll have to look that up and see what this terrible thing
Well,
is.
if you thought your hobbies were weird,
Yeah,
here we are to Weird News to come to the rescue.
that's right. We're always trying to help you out, and maybe this is one of your hobbies. Hopefully
Oh,
not.
no.
Hopefully
Oh,
not.
put it back to the dog guy.
Bring the dog back.
Bring the dog back. No.
If you've ever dreamed of standing naked in New York City with dozens of strangers while artists turn your skin into a work of art, you might have missed your chance. Sorry to break it to you, everybody. Sorry about that. But Sunday's Body Painting Day will be the final edition after more than a decade of artists turning nude bodies into works of art.
Okay.
Organizer.
That doesn't look like they did a very good job. for
Well,
most
it's
of them.
not about good jobs. It's about just putting paint on the naked people so that it's not a violation, I think, really.
Oh, I see.
But Sunday's, where it says, so the organizer expects more than 50 people will be painted over 4 hours in Manhattan's Union Square. They decided that this year's event would be the last because it's time to move on and clear that plate. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what this has to do with people being naked and getting
It's
their bodies
time to-
painted. You know
time to
what?
move
It's
on.
time to move on from
Clear
all
the
this.
plate.
And we got to clear this plate. And he wants to find different empowering ways to bring people together, including a new event next spring. It's like where we're all just going to be completely naked. We're
Let New
no
Yorkers be
paint.
weird. Yeah, just forget the paint.
Yeah,
Because most
that's
of the paint jobs aren't very good
it.
anyways.
I mean, you can be topless in New York. I know that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So I mean, why you got to show the bits and
Right.
all the bumps, huh? The bumps and the lumps. Is it because
I mean,
the zookeepers are
I'm-
so prevalent out
So
there?
I guess so. Yeah,
and
they're
no one
trying-
can tell what the fuck you are.
Yeah, trying to get them, bring them all back. It's like, is this how you normally look? No. Okay. All right. You're fine. Never
I'll tell
mind.
you what I'm gonna do. You're a girl. I'm gonna paint you as a big dick.
That's right.
I'm gonna make the boobs the balls, and the dick's gonna be all the way down to the middle where you split.
That's I love this artist.
If you're a guy,
Don't worry. I went to medical school.
I'm a doctor.
That's right.
So put your dick. I'm gonna flop your dick up and hold it and tape it to your belly button.
This is
And
the
I'm gonna
part that
draw-
inflates like an inner tube. I'm
That's
going
right.
to draw that first.
Just gonna paint one
So-
line down the middle of you.
That's right. You're just one line.
You're
Do you have a stick or do you have what do you got over there? So I'm running out of paint. So hurry up. It's drying. Well,
It's drying.
it's drying. So the artist, a free speech activist who's been painting on nude models since 2007, started the annual body painting event to underscore the nudity for artistic purposes. Which is legal in New York City, as we talked about. That hasn't stopped police from trying to halt the event. In 2011, he said that 2 models were arrested and detained for 24 hours, but the charges were inevitably dropped once the authorities determined that they were doing nothing illegal.
You can do nothing wrong. You just butt ass
They're
naked.
just butt naked right here in Times Square. You'll find that a lot of these people have been really impacted positively, mostly models, but also artists. The feeling that they've come out of their skin. Hopefully not, because otherwise they would be prone to all kinds of infections and
Oh man,
blood disease. You know, a lot of things that we don't want.
epidermis getting
Yeah, keep
exposed to the elements.
keep that meat suit on
Yeah.
for now. But if you want to show it off, yeah,
Just
I guess
get an OnlyFans and make some money
that's
out of it.
true
all right?
too.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, make an
Don't let a
exchange.
stranger paint on you in this
Don't-
fucking New York. Stop being weird.
Yeah, exactly right.
Monetize it.
That's right. Get some money. This is America. You're not supposed to give this away for free.
Yeah, what's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
come on, get it together.
You're trying to encourage artists. They don't make any money.
They don't make any money, and neither do we. And that's
No, we don't.
we don't.
Was it all just James Cameron up there trying to paint people blue for his next Avatar film?
Yeah, because he figured he'd get a jump on it.
He's like the
if
CGI.
everybody's blue, then we'll save a bunch of money on the the makeup budget.
When the cops show up, he's like, none of these people are actually here. None of them are real.
Nope.
This is the new CGI I developed,
Yep.
and the new camera work I developed.
You're welcome.
It's all proprietary.
Project. You can't touch it.
You can't take this on Shark
Don't
Tank.
look at it.
Don't even look.
No.
Close your eyes.
Turn around. Turn around.
I know you're a cop, but I've got a gun.
Go drive. Go drive off the cliff. You have to die now. You broke the rules.
Cameron has said it.
Cameron has spoken. It is the way.
It is the law.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got people who enforce it.
I've got people who do everything that I tell them to. because they're contractually obligated.
It's all Sam Worthington.
All
'Cause
Sam
he
Worthington.
can't get a single other job.
No.
He can't land a single other
He's
acting
tried.
gig.
He's begged people.
Mhm.
He's gone to the casting couch, and he just can't seem to make it happen.
He's
Can't get it to stick. That's the problem. It's all about the stickiness, and that's the truth. So
he
we'll
probably just gives forgettable blowjobs.
and we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
Oh God.
this fucking show is a forgettable blowjob.
I'll take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What? Huh?
Huh? All right. Juan, Allison,
Yay!
thank you both.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging out. We had Deirdre at the beginning.
Yay!
Josh even stopped in at one point. Josh Shearer.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen him for a while.
He's a regular
Yeah, he's
regular
a
fan.
regular pop in.
He's a regular old dude.
Well,
with a regular
everybody,
life.
It's I don't know.
Just,
what's going
just
on.
let it run for like 2 more hours
Just
while
2
we
more
mix
hours. Let's
down
just
everything.
let's just keep the party rolling.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
whatever.
Anyhow, well, whatever. Everything's going down in flames, and we're loving it. Get the marshmallows.
That's right.
Get
Toast them up.
them marshmallows,
I
everybody.
can't wait.
Oh,
I made a
man.
s'more with the Reese's instead of the chocolate.
Did
It's pretty
ya?
dope. Yeah. Try that out.
Ooh, I don't think
Try
I've
it
done
out.
that yet. It's a
Give it a
good
shot.
tip. It's a
little
good
tip
tip.
for your week.
There you
okay?
go.
It's gonna be warm out.
That's right.
Start a fire. Put a marshmallow in there. Get a graham cracker Reese's.
And get more than just the tip.
Mhm.
We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.